Hey, what's up? It's your boy Carcino, man. And y'all sent me the funniest drink champs ever. But it was classic. And once again, gotta pat myself on the back. Cause some of you guys, man, I mean y'all come out the blue, but y'all remember, man. Y'all was like, Sino, once again, you was right. Everything you said about tragedy and Nori, man, they confirmed everything you said on the drink champs. You gotta watch. I'm like, all right, well, let me check it out. And it's, you know how you know something, and when you hear somebody say it again, it's like, wow, all of it's right, all of it. And then what they're not telling you is that you seeing it though. You seeing it seep through the cracks. As they were telling their story, things were seeping through the cracks. You know, they kind of glance over why Mega didn't really deal with Nori. You know, he felt Nori was a snake. You know, and that's because, you know, he's not from the bridge. He did a lot of switching up, did a lot of things during that time. So it was a lot of shifty things happening at that time. Like, Nori, and don't forget to hit the like button. I gotta say that earlier, I guess, because I'll be waiting to the end. I just try to get to it. But definitely hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all those good things so that they can know you're real. You get your notifications ASAP. It's crazy. The whole world's gone crazy. So definitely get caught up on the Patreon because stuff is finna hit even today. Y'all think it's over? It's totally not over. Some more stuff finna hit today. Now, on another note, so we gotta do that. It wouldn't be right if we didn't do it this way. Nori, you know, he met Megan for the first time and it was like they were doing the LA video. Now, for me, that's the first time I ever knew they met for the first time. I thought they known each other longer. But it would explain why Mega feel the way he do. His side don't really look at Nori like that because Nori's not from Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? So he really didn't like the way he's cool with everybody and kind of have a position where everybody else, you know, don't. And they from the bridge. Plus, you know, Mega was shifty. I mean, dude, it's an East Coast thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like some dudes when you see your man in a position, I'm different. But I know other people who are like that. They wired that way. They feel somebody owed them something. You know, it's like, man, I did this for him, so, you know, he owed me something. You know, when they hustling, they see somebody come from nothing and they up on the top of the charts, and you was like, yo, man, I was just with dude yesterday. You know, that's how they are. And Nori was like hustling. They never thought they finna have a career in rap. You know what I'm saying? And like I said about Traj, he basically like structured with LL Cool J, Marley, and some other guys. They stayed at Marley house. He was right next door to LL Cool J. They was doing Mama Said Knock You Out. So that's why that album came out so fire, because it had so many so many people in there helped creating it. And out of everybody, he was the one like in the game before like a lot of these dudes. Like Tragedy was in the game. N.O.R.E raps like Tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Trage basically showed him how to rap. So when those two had a falling out, Trage felt a certain way because N.O.R.E got pushed to the top, got put over him. But Tragedy's a jealous type of individual. And you saw that when he was sitting there. He's so bitter. The man Prodigy ain't even here no more. He still was bitter. You know, about like, don't try to take credit for the song and you wanted your song off the hook. Because the verse got put on Nas's album, Nas' second album. Because Nas wanted that song, that verse on his. Nas wanted it. And Tragedy and Nas wasn't vibing right at that time because he was rocking with what's his name? He had E Money Bags, I think, with him. But Tragedy was cool with Havoc. Havoc was his guy. So during that time, it was all about Havoc and Tragedy and them. So they were mostly close than anybody. P, P was like, all right, we cool and this and that, but Tragedy mostly hung out with Havoc and them people. That was like they were guys. But then, situation went down with Trav trying to sleep with, he slept with Havoc's baby moms, and they got into it in front of his house. So there's a whole lot of stuff that went on, man. It's like I said, it's hood stuff. But it's crazy how they sat there and they talked around a lot of things, and Trav would do you dirty. And so would, N.O.R.E, so it's, that's what I'm saying. They different people now. They saying like, time changes you. Like N.O.R.E saying like, I'm a different cat. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't the same N.O.R.E I used to be back in the day. Like I'm way calmer. And I believe that. When you get older, you change. N.O.R.E might be a kind of guy that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, man, you know what, dude? You alright. Remember he was saying, look, I judge people like, since Megan went and, he joined Allah and all that, we all good. Like when you get older, you mend fences, because especially with stuff that don't really mean anything. It's like, why have that animosity and that negative energy out there around you? You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. What you gonna have that for? For what? It makes no sense for you to have negative energy about and waste time with people. When you young, you feel like, oh, I got to respond. Like you got all the time in the world for it. You don't realize how stupid it is. For me, I was blessed. Young, but I still was stupid enough to get involved in some things I shouldn't have and let my anger get the best of me and let things linger on. Because I tried to eviscerate all distractions, eviscerate anybody standing near me. Take them out completely. That was my thing. If you cross the line, because in the city, that's where we from. So when I came to the burbs, I had the same mentality. If somebody crossed the line of disrespect, you got to check it right there. They're like, whoa, dude. It's not that serious, bro. I didn't mean anything by it. But when you get older, you get wiser. And you realize they didn't mean nothing about it. They just don't know no better. Now they know, like, okay. It was no need to go as far as I did. But I had to make sure it wouldn't happen again. Now, with everybody else in play, I had to start doing better by me. So obviously, if I had beef with people that was like, oh, that was stupid. I don't even know why we was upset with each other. If I see them, we normally would be in the fence or, hey, we good. Like, I ain't gonna probably see this person no more anyway, but hey, we good. So if you see me in life again, we good. We ain't got no problems. So that was that. But for Nori and Tragedy, for them to get back together, it's like two grimy dudes who both did dirt around each other, you know, and it's like, what could you say? They both did dirt around each other. They know what each other did. So, I mean, Traj had to, he got in trouble. He popped the kid. But he was jealous that Nas was catering to other rappers except for him. He was like, look, I'm Queensbridge. Nas is putting everybody else on and not me. Oh, man. Text me. So anyway, Nas, he got real salty when he was in the studio and Nas came by there. I'm surprised he ain't pulled that up. You see how he low key hated Nas? Man, y'all be getting mad, man. Nas be having y'all. He's salty. He's still salty over there. Wow. Sorry, y'all. Somebody just came in with these messages. They throwing us off. I apologize. So that's the bitterness. He still got that bitterness in him. And that's why he was like, man, you know what? I feel like, everybody else might just think I'm local, but man, I feel like I'm the N.O.R.E. He always felt like that. And that's why Nas didn't want his energy around no more. He didn't want tragedy around no more. He knew. You could tell. And then you could always know the guy that's hating on you behind your back. And sure enough, whenever Nas ain't there, he hating on Nas. Man, Nas suck, Nas this. And what N.O.R.E. do? Run back, tell Nas. That's what N.O.R.E. did. He ran back, told Nas, man, Tragedy be hating on you too, man. He be saying it, and Tragedy your homie. He the one taught you how to rap. You see what I'm saying? You rapping like Tragedy. He taught you how to rap. You didn't know how to rap. So, this is just the way it is. The game is foul. It ain't fair. But when you always got your hand out expecting others to do for you instead of you doing for self and just be like, man, forget it. I'll just get my cell phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody else. But he's still salty because he was like, this going to be a good look for us. This. LA, we finna blow that up. So LA didn't have no kick because it really didn't have the star power. Locally it was played, but it was like nowhere else really picked it up. You know, it came and went. And didn't it definitely didn't get no play on the West Coast. That was just gonna get people hurt. But Trav was trying to use that as a way to get himself on. Like, okay, this the ticket. So everybody come out dissing, it's gonna be my song, like we gonna kick this off. This gonna get everybody on, so that's what he thinking. He thinking of the money. Guys like that are dangerous to have around because you never know what they'll do. You never know what they'll do. Those are unpredictable, they unbalanced, and they come from different angles, and they always scheming. So it's a whole lot of problems that was going on at that time. Like it was a lot of like people was really into the hood thing, like blocks. It ain't like it is now. Like because of the internet, dudes linked up with a guy from another area. Yo, he cool. Like, dude, he ain't even from over here. People were more like neighborhood. And Nori would just go to other people's hoods like it was all good. He was like the salamander. But he'll be every time there's some drama, Nori was there. You know what I'm saying? So when Mega came home, Nori was in the position too. So Mega really didn't like Nori. Nori was kissing up the Nas, and next thing you know, Nori's in the firm. You know what I'm saying? He was in the whole collaboration with the firm and all that. He in the group, like he the member with the firm. Then he went kicking it with Jay-Z. It's like, dude, it's like so many. It's so crazy how this whole thing works, but people gonna be who they are. You know what I'm saying? People just gonna be who they are, no matter what. But you see through it like glass, man. And most of y'all are young, so I don't understand. I don't expect y'all to know all the details that happened back when. You feel me? So I don't expect you to know what's going on. You gotta plan, you gotta strategize, and be organized and do better by yourselves. And that's what N.O.R.E had to recoup. He went and started doing reggaeton out in Miami because his New York privileges was revoked at the time. He couldn't get in no clubs. He couldn't get anything. He had to let things die down. And he reinvented himself and came back up on his own strength. And I respect that. That's real. Tragedy want to complain about how somebody ain't did something for him, and this dude ain't do this, and he didn't do that. And if you listen to him, that's what you get. You get that out of Trav. So anyway, this went long enough. Love, peace, and hair grease. If you rocking with your boy, definitely hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Want to support the page? Carcino's the name on the Cash App. My Patreon is Carcino for Life. It's on fire right now. We got some. You thought that was something when the preacher and them was fighting? When dude was finna right hook the preacher? Oh, we got way more stuff in the oven. Meanwhile, there's 4 videos over here you can watch. Definitely watch that academics one. That's a classic. I'm out.